Apple charges $129 for it. Samsung bundles theirs inside the phone. Wacom has built a $1 billion business around the idea. And yet, the humble stylus pen remains one of tech's most divisive accessories. For some people, it's an indispensable tool. For others, it's a premium price stick. Today we are going to find out which one it actually is. The stylus isn't new. The Palm Pilot popularized it in the 90s as a workaround for tiny touchscreens. Steve Jobs famously buried it in 2007 when he introduced the iPhone. "If you need a stylus, you've already failed," he said. And for a while, it looked like he was right. But then Apple launched the Apple Pencil in 2015 and sold it for $99. The same company that buried the stylus resurrected it. Except this time, it had pressure sensitivity, tilt recognition, and a latency measured in milliseconds. Was this a revolution, or just a very expensive U-turn? Let's still man the stylus. Because there are real, legitimate use cases where it's not just useful, it's genuinely irreplaceable. For digital artists, 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity isn't marketing fluff. It maps directly to how a paintbrush or pencil actually behaves. Your wrist angle changes the stroke. A light touch gives you a hairline. A hard press gives you a bold mark. Fingers simply can't do this. Research consistently shows handwriting improves retention compared to typing. Apps like GoodNotes and Notability with a stylus give you the cognitive benefits of pen on paper, but with searchable, synced, infinitely organized notes. That's a real productivity argument. Architects, engineers, doctors, editors, anyone who reviews and marks up documents at scale uses a stylus as a core tool. In fields like radiology, stylus-driven annotation software isn't an accessory. It's clinical infrastructure. So for these people, asking, "Is a stylus worth it?" is like asking a surgeon if a scalpel is worth it. The premise of the question is wrong. But let's be honest. Most people who own a stylus are not surgeons or professional illustrators. So what happens when a stylus is sold to everyone? The average tablet owner uses their stylus for about 3 weeks after purchase. Then it lives in a drawer. Because for everyday browsing, email, social media, a stylus adds friction, not flow. You have to uncap it, find it, charge it. Your finger is always right there. There's also a pattern in how stylus features are marketed. Every year, more pressure levels, lower latency, new gestures. But usability studies show most users can't distinguish between 2048 and 4096 pressure levels in practice. At some point, the spec sheet is talking to reviewers, not users. The honest version of this argument isn't that styluses are bad. It's that they are marketed to everyone, priced for professionals, and used by a much narrower slice of people than the ads would have you believe. What you're seeing in this test is real. The precision gap between a good stylus and your finger is measurable and visible. The question was never whether it's better in a vacuum, it's whether that difference is worth the premium for your specific workflow. So, precision peripheral or marketing gimmick? The answer is, it depends who's holding it. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, but stay with me. For artists, note-takers, annotators, and anyone whose work lives in handwritten or drawn input, a stylus isn't an accessory. It's a professional tool, and the price is justified. For everyone else, the stylus is a solution in search of a problem. The hardware is impressive. The use case, for most people, just isn't there. The gimmick isn't the stylus itself, it's the idea that everyone needs one. The real question to ask before buying isn't, "Is this stylus good?" It's, "Will I use this more than once a week?" If the answer is yes and you draw, write, or annotate for work or seriously for fun, buy one. You'll wonder how you worked without it. If the answer is no, save your money. Your finger is a better stylus than you think. Let's hear where you stand on this in the comments. Till next time, you are watching GTech Booster, technological aspects of our world.